EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He was tackled at the 40.
He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Number 28.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mixon with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Mixon with a first down carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robert Foster, 76 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Colts 10, Jets 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Mixon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 15, 52.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
Mahomes pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now it's Mahomes again. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Show it up. Show it up. Watch out. 15. Under 10.
They'll run with Mixon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Swift. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
He's not going to get me. 55 mark, dog. 55. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check it.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Check 37. Check 37. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Mike 51, Mike 51. 51 to Mike. 51.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Patrick Mahomes, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Colts 17, Jets 7. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
the ball carrier.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
from the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up that.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 at their 36-yard line.
55 mark, guys, 55.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Davius White on the coverage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check hot route. 43.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, now McManus on to kick this one off. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He was tackled at the
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
Ball carrier.
It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
Mike, did you want it? Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Catch it.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
No. Check three. Hey, alert three. Check 15, check 15. Hey, 43.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Watch the safety creep. You gotta go right here. You gotta play big. Switch. Check 43.
So that'll back him up 5. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New York.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this one is incomplete. Damian Harris, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll let it go deep for Foster, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We want it. Come to my work. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Check 24, check 24. Kill.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes firing complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Colts on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man, here's Foster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Demir Bird, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Colts 27, Jets 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
To throw is Mahomes. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Mahomes. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their 6 seconds to go in the fourth. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 10. They'll give it to Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Jets, 28. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And it was the Lions who emerged victorious in that one. Jameis Winston, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Hey, let's go. 51, Mike 51. I hope you brought your rest, because I'm about to take you to school. 51's a Mike.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Preston Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now a carry for Swift. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Shoot. Watch twist. Watch twist. Slam. Show it up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's mixed Mixon, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. Under 10, under 10, 10. Spot.
Now Joe Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
3-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all. Because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.